Now, President Barack Obama today honored U.S. service members at a Veterans Day ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. He laid a wreath to pay his respects. Our next guests are looking to connect veterans when they return to the United States. Unite U.S. creates a digital platform for people to reach out for much-needed and deserved assistance. Joining me now is Dan Brillman, Kareem Elsirafy, and Taylor Justice. Dan, I want to start off with you, Chief Executive of Unite U.S. First of all, just thanks very much for coming in and spending time with us. Give us a little bit of your background and how you got connected with Unite U.S.
Yeah, absolutely. So my background is I went to Yale University, graduated, worked in business and finance for a bit, and then joined the Air Force Reserves as a pilot, and I've been doing that for about 7 years, still do it today. And you know, the issues came about when I was in business school about guys starting to get out and come to me about questions, as I'm both a civilian and a military member, about life after the uniform. And so, you know, I didn't have a lot of those answers for them, but I did know that those answers were out there. And so that was kind of the inspiration of, you know, how can I connect a lot of the servicemen and their families with those resources.
Taylor Justice, I feel very safe around all of you guys, you know, because we got Air Force, your Army. We'll get to Kareem in a second with the Marine Corps. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I graduated West Point in 2006, and unfortunately was medically discharged in 2007, and had all the problems most veterans face when they transition, trying to figure out what they want to do in the civilian sector. Started a career in business development, and then I met Dan when I was applying to Columbia Business School.
Kareem, the Marine Corps. I'm glad I'm sitting right next to you. I feel even safer, right? What's your background in the Marine Corps, and what's your role at Unite U.S.?
So I joined the Marine Corps right after high school. After serving for 4 years, I had probably the same troubles that Taylor had transitioning. And
What was the biggest problem for you? What did you feel like you didn't know or didn't have access to?
Well, it was really adjusting to everything. You know, when you're in the military, everything is pretty much provided for you. Your housing, your pay, your food, and getting out, having not experienced that, having gone right after high school, it was really difficult to get acclimated to things that I just wasn't used to for the past 4 years of my life.
Dan, what are some specific things that Unite U.S. can point to as a success, and how can people participate?
Sure, absolutely. I think, you know, it's really about local discovery and what's really around you. You know, what you don't know is you never know. So, you know, there could be someone next door to this building that could help one of us or a transitioning service member, and without that access or that mechanism, they may never find that assistance. So whether it's healthcare, employment, or mentoring and so on, you know, they really need access to it.
Taylor Justice, what would you have asked for, and how would it have gotten solved if you had access previously to Unite U.S.? What were you looking for?
Yeah, so I think the problem that most veterans face is there's this sea of goodwill. You have 400,000 organizations that all have their own siloed approach. So one's focused on employment, one's focused on education, one's focused on PTSD. So as you're trying to navigate these resources, it's really tough to figure out what it is that you want to do. And then
so you go online to Unite U.S.?
So with Unite Us, what we've done is we've kind of aggregated all that data, and we've used interactive mapping platform that allows you to find where your resources are in relation to you, be it organizations or other individuals, be it service members or civilians that want to get engaged in the process.
And Kareem, how do you get to be part of this online visual database?
So anybody can sign up. If you're a military member or even a civilian supporter or family member, you can go to uniteus.com, sign up, go through the registration, and just discover what's in your local community. And in addition, if you're an organization that has a veteran-specific agenda, you can also request to sign up and provide the services that you need to reach the audience that you're looking to serve.
What would you have wanted to know when you got out of the Marine Corps?
Oh boy, everything from where to put my head down at night, to jobs, to just fellow Marines and veterans that have navigated their benefits that can share those experiences with me.
Dan, this idea of navigating the benefits is important because there's a lot of bureaucracy inside the military that maybe is only outmatched by the bureaucracy in the civilian part of the government. What kinds of guidelines can you offer people? What should they be asking? What kind of questions?
I mean, the questions are, you know, when are you eligible? How much eligibility do you have? And really, you know, again, it's back to, you know, the peer-to-peer type of aspect. You know, I found out about my GI Bill benefits through another veteran, how to utilize them, where I could, you know, best utilize them and get the most efficiency and bang for my buck there. And, Taylor did the same thing with me. And so, it's really a step-by-step and a kind of a community-based approach of, finding, what's best for you.
And Taylor, this is not connected with the U.S. government in any way, right? This is a private organization.
We are a private organization located here in New York City in Tribeca.
And how many members or how many people have you connected so far? Any idea?
On the platform?
Yeah.
So on our first day, we had around 1,400 people that were on the platform. And so we have this software as a service on the back end that Kareem was alluding to that helps nonprofit organizations manage their membership. And so it's basically a CRM tool, an email campaign tool. So we're solving an operations problem for these nonprofits so that they can interact both from an operations standpoint, but also utilize the social aspect.
Kareem, when Taylor describes this idea of having a platform and solving a specific problem, that's something that people in the military are focused on, right? It's problem solving, although it might not be the same problems that they have to solve in the civilian economy.
Absolutely, but it's, it's the, you have to take the same approach. You see an obstacle in front of you, you have to assess the situation, you have to see what your viable options are, and then you have to move forward towards that. And that's what we try to do with the Unitas platform.
I want to thank you, gentlemen, very much. Kareem Elsirafy. I want to thank Dan Brillman, and also my thanks to Taylor Justice. Thanks very much. They run Unite Us.